Hey there, property leaders. Former United States Army Sergeant Anthony Russell here. And today, I just want to talk to you a little bit about how I got started in real estate and the rental property business and how we built our rentals and how we've run a successful business over the last decade. You know, I could sit here and tell you that there were a bunch of secrets. I could tell you that, there was this one super secret thing that I did that, really made the difference. But really, if I'm going to level with you, if I'm going to be totally 100% honest with you, it was luck. A lot of it was luck. And that's a lot of the people you see on YouTube and all the TikTok influencers or whatever talking about real estate. A lot of it was luck. We bought at the right time. A lot of you probably know, some of you may not know. There was this thing in 2008 where the entire real estate market collapsed. And a lot of people, unfortunately, lost their homes. It was very unfortunate in our country and across the world. People, they lost their life savings. It was really a very unfortunate situation. However, that unfortunate situation created an opportunity for people that were able to buy. So when I started in real estate, I had just gotten out of the military, and I really actually had little concept of what was going on with the financial crisis. I was so insulated in the military from it that I just, I didn't own anything in the Army. I was just a guy, lived in an apartment. I went overseas, I went to Iraq and really did not know a lot about what was going on in the financial world. I just knew that when I got out of the military, I wanted to start buying real estate because I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad when I was in the Army, and that seemed like a good idea to me. And I wanted to build my real estate empire, So when I got out of the military in 2010, there were a lot of options on the market. There were a lot of foreclosures, and I started buying. I got lucky. A lot of those properties tripled in value. They're still worth triple, at least a lot of them are. I got lucky. And that's what I'm trying to convey here, is that you are not going to do what I did to build an empire. I started by buying buildings, living in them, house hacking. I would buy a building and then I would live in it for a year, and then I would find another one and get another 30-year fixed rate loan and move into that one for another year. And I did that a few times, and then I stopped moving and I started getting conventional loans and just buying them outright. But when you have a duplex that's on the market for $40,000 and it's going to do $15,000-$16,000 a year in rent, it's a no-brainer. And that's like a low end. Those same duplexes today, though, were going for like $300,000. So I wish I still had the first duplex I ever bought. The first duplex I ever bought, we bought it for $43,000 and we sold it 2 years later for like $80,000 or something crazy. And I just looked on Zillow and it was like $300,000 for it today. So kind of a kick in the balls. But yeah, I see a lot of people asking for advice on Facebook, Twitter and stuff, and they're trying to find this like secret sauce, this overnight success recipe. And really that recipe is luck. That's really what it is. These gurus, they have no idea what they're talking about. They're trying to tell you their secret sauce to finding properties and purchasing with other people's money and all this other crap that they're coming up with. And sure, there's some validity to some of that. There's some, we got visitors. Say hi. Hi. There's some truth. There is some truth in those stories about using other people's money, and there's some truth in driving for dollars, but that's what makes those gurus good liars. That's what makes them good salespeople, is that there's a little bit of truth in it. And they leverage that little bit of truth to talk you out of huge sums of money. So my advice, if you're trying to break into the real estate market, would be to read as much as you can. Do the math, figure it out, figure out if a property is going to be profitable before you purchase it. There are ways. I have videos on this. I will link them below. If you have questions or doubts, you can ask the community. But absolutely do not trust people that are like, yeah, just give me some money and I can help you find, the best deals or whatever. Like they're full of shit. They're full of shit. You can find the deals on your own with free tools using Zillow, Realtor.com, hell, even Craigslist. I found, people selling buildings on there, and you have to be careful. This is a dog eat dog world. Like, no pun intended, since we got the dogs walking around. No offense, guys. It's a dog eat dog world, I guarantee right now there is somebody that is coming up with ways to take money out of your pocket and put it in theirs. You don't need them, okay? You don't need them. What you need is some online community forums, like Bigger Pockets, AAOA, the American Apartment Owners Association. Check them out. They've got a great magazine, great info. Use resources like that. Use YouTube to see what people are actually doing. Like my channel is all about landlord shit. Like I teach you how to be a better landlord, how to use empathetic leadership. Yeah, I'm trying to sell my book to you, sure. But I'm not trying to take 40, 50, $60,000 out of your pocket. I'm trying to sell a book that makes you a better landlord, just like any other book you would buy. You need to be careful in this industry. In fact, the nicer somebody is to you in this industry, your radar should be going off. Let's talk about realtors for a second. Realtors are great people. They're usually super nice, super charismatic. I have a realtor that I've been working with for a decade. He's super nice. I go through him for all our deals. He's a really nice guy. I trust him. But realtors in general, their part of the deal ends when you sign the contract. So if you bought a bad deal, like they're gone. They're gone. They're out of the picture. They have their cash. They have their commission. They are out of the picture. Same thing with the home inspector, same with everybody. Like you're left holding the bag at the end of the day. So you need to make sure that you're buying stuff that you have verified, that you have done your research on. You need to go to the county tax websites and make sure that it's free and clear. And you need to make sure that you're doing your due diligence with the home inspections. Get more than one home inspection if you need to. If you need a specialist to go in there and inspect a basement, get an inspection to go in the basement. They will hold up a deal absolutely for you to get an inspection because that's how they work. When you go to put an offer in, you put contingencies. Hey, I don't trust that this basement has a crack in the wall, or these pipes look old. This house is 100 years old. Maybe I want to have a specialist come in and check to make sure that the bones are still good, or that that the pipes haven't collapsed in them. So whatever. Do your due diligence because nobody is going to do it for you in this field. I just wanted to share that message with you. I've seen a lot of people asking about this kind of stuff, and there are always gurus that will respond to you quickly and try and sell you their secret sauce, or try and get you to get in bed with them, and then you start forking over, massive amounts of money, and you're out. You're just out. Do your own research, read plenty of books, reach out to free resources, and know what you're getting into before you get into it.